It's 2025 and a billion-dollar storm wipes out your city's power and food supply. Could your family survive a month? Stay tuned for 9 pantry staples to conquer 2025 food shortages. Hey, welcome back to the channel where we prep smart, not scared. I'm David, and disaster prep is trending hard in 2025 because climate chaos isn't slowing down. Picture this. $403 billion disasters hit the U.S. since 1980, costing trillions and thousands of lives. This year alone, 15 storms smashed records by July, and experts say worse is coming. Think floods, droughts, and empty grocery shelves. But don't panic. You don't need a doomsday bunker, just a killer emergency food stockpile. Today, we're diving into 9 non-perishable pantry staples that are cheap, long-lasting, and perfect for SHTF survival in 2025. Stick with us for life-saving disaster preparedness tips and drop your go-to pantry item in the comments. Let's build that prepper pantry together. Item 1. Canned beans. It's mid-2025 and another massive storm hits, power's gone, stores are bare, and you're hunkered down wondering how to feed your family. But wait, you've got canned beans stashed away. Those humble chickpeas or black beans, they're your quiet heroes. Let me tell you why. Canned beans are loaded with protein and fiber, about 17% of your daily protein and 30% of your fiber in just one serving. That's from USDA data, keeping you full and energized when everything else is chaos. No fat, no cholesterol, just pure fuel with folate, iron, potassium, and magnesium to boot. In a pinch, eat them straight from the can, no cooking needed. And get this shocking fact, a recent study shows eating 2 servings of navy beans a week can slash your overall death risk by 20% and heart disease mortality by 30%. Who knew these little guys could literally save lives beyond the apocalypse? Shelf life? USDA says they'll last years if the can's intact, perfect for those $15 billion disasters that hammered the U.S. in the first half of 2025 alone. FEMA recommends stocking canned goods like beans for emergencies, because they're versatile. Mix with rice for a hearty meal or toss in soups. It's like that reliable pal who crashes your party but ends up saving the night. Grandma was onto something. Stock up now. Your future self will thank you. What's your go-to bean hack? Spill in the comments. Number 2. Rice. All right, friend, imagine you're stuck in your house, 2025's latest billion-dollar storm raging outside, power's out, and your stomach's growling like a bear, but you've got rice in your pantry. Game over. Hunger. This stuff is the ultimate survival champ, and I'm about to tell you why it's your prepper pantry's MVP. Rice is dirt cheap, crazy versatile, and a calorie powerhouse. Just 1 cup of cooked white rice packs 205 calories, giving you energy to keep going when the world's falling apart. Shocking fact alert. During the 2025 Midwest floods, families with rice stockpiles stayed fed while others scrambled. As FEMA notes rice's role in disaster relief for its long shelf life and ease of prep. Store it right, cool, dry, sealed, and white rice can last 30 years. Brown rice, about 6 to 12 months, but still a solid pick. You only need water to cook it, and if you've got a camp stove, you're golden. Pair it with those canned beans we talked about, and you've got a meal that's basically a hug in a bowl. No stove? Soak it longer for a cold salad. Boom, survival gourmet. USDA calls rice a global staple for a reason. It's saved millions in food crises. Fun twist. It's like that quiet kid in class who turns out to be a secret genius, plain but powerful. With 2025's $15 billion disasters already hitting hard, rice is your no-fail backup. Stock up now and you're set for the next SHTF moment. Got a rice recipe for emergencies? Drop it in the comments. Let's swap survival hacks. Number 3, peanut butter. Okay, buddy, let's say it's 2025 and you're riding out a brutal storm. Power's gone, kids are cranky, and you need a quick mood lifter. Enter peanut butter, the creamy or crunchy hero your prepper pantry needs. This jar of gold isn't just tasty, it's a survival superstar. Why? It's loaded with healthy fats and protein, about 7 grams of protein per tablespoon, keeping you energized when food's scarce. Shocking stat. FEMA highlights peanut butter as a top pick in disaster kits because it boosts morale and lasts up to 2 years unopened, no fridge required. Spread it on crackers, mix it into oats, or eat it straight with a spoon. Zero prep, maximum comfort. During 2025's record-breaking $15 billion disasters, families leaned on peanut butter to keep spirits high when shelves emptied. Here's the wild part. Studies show peanut butter's monounsaturated fats can cut heart disease risk by 19%, making it a health win in chaos. It's like a warm hug from your pantry saying, hey, the world's a mess, but I got you. Funny vibe, it's that goofy uncle who brings snacks to the crisis, reliable and a little nutty. Stock up on this SHTF essential. It's a game changer for 2025 food shortages. Got a peanut butter hack? Share it in the comments. Let's keep the survival vibes going. Number 4, canned tuna or chicken. Hey pal, fast forward to 2025. You're barricaded in your home after a monster flood, no electricity, and fresh meat. Forget about it, but you've got cans of tuna or chicken tucked away. These bad boys are like instant muscle in a tin, ready to keep you strong when the going gets tough. Let's break it down. Canned tuna packs a whopping 25 grams of protein per serving, low in calories but high in omega-3s for heart health. Chicken, about 20 grams of lean protein, perfect for building energy without the fat overload. No cooking needed. Pop the lid, drain, and eat straight, or mix into salads, wraps, or soups. FEMA recommends them in every disaster kit for that reason. They're shelf stable for 2 to 5 years, no fridge required, and deliver quick nutrition when stores are wiped out. Shocking twist. During 2025's brutal first half disasters, $15 billion events that racked up $33 billion in thunderstorm damage alone, survivors turned to canned proteins to avoid malnutrition, which can hit hard in just days. Get this, studies show regular canned fish intake can slash heart disease risk by up to 16%, turning survival food into a long-term health booster. It's like that mystery meat from your old school lunches, but upgraded to hero status, reliable, no fuss, and a little salty in the best way. In a world of 2025 chaos, they're your protein lifeline. Grab some now for that prepper pantry. Tuna or chicken fan? Tell me your favorite way to eat it in emergencies. Comments below. Number 5. Oats or cereal? It's 2025, and you're waking up to day 5 of a blackout after another billion-dollar storm trashed your town. The kids are grumpy, your stomach's rumbling, and you need a quick win to start the day right. Enter Oats or cereal, the unsung heroes of your prepper pantry that bring comfort and nutrition when the world's a mess. Why are these breakfast champs so clutch? A single cup of oats delivers 5 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and slow-release carbs to keep you energized for hours. Cereal, it's fortified with vitamins like iron and B12, making it a morale lifter for kids and adults alike. Both are FEMA approved for disaster kits because they're lightweight, need minimal prep, and store for 1 to 2 years in sealed containers. Just add water or powdered milk if you're fancy, and you've got a meal that feels like a warm hug. No heat? Soak oats overnight for a cold porridge that's still delish. During 2025's $15 billion disasters, which cost $180 billion in damages by July alone, families with oats avoided nutrient crashes that hit others hard within a week. A 2024 study found oats cut cholesterol by up to 7%, keeping your heart strong even in chaos. Cereal's no slouch either. Fortified versions can prevent vitamin deficiencies, critical when fresh food's gone. Mix in some honey from your stockpile, and it's practically dessert masquerading as breakfast. You're scooping oats while the wind howls outside, and suddenly it's not just survival, it's a moment of normalcy. Funny vibe. Oats are like that overachieving coworker who's secretly awesome, boring on paper, but they save the day with zero drama. In a year where food shortages spiked 20% due to supply chain disruptions, these staples are your no-fail comfort food. Stock up now, because when the next SHTF moment hits, you'll be glad you did. Got a go-to oatmeal trick or favorite cereal for emergencies? Drop it in the comments. Let's share those survival hacks. 6. Canned vegetables, the nutrient-packed crisis fighters. All right, buddy, it's 2025, and you're stuck in your house after a massive hurricane, one of those $15 billion disasters that tore through this year alone, leaving stores empty and power grids fried. You're craving something fresh, but the fridge is a lost cause. That's where canned vegetables swoop in like superheroes to keep you healthy and sane. Think green beans, corn, or carrots. These cans are bursting with vitamins to fend off illnesses like scurvy, which can creep up fast in food shortages. A single serving of canned peas delivers 25% of your daily vitamin C and a dose of fiber to keep things moving. No cooking needed. Just pop the lid and eat cold if you're out of options. FEMA loves these for disaster kits because they last 2 to 5 years and don't need a fridge. Toss them with rice or tuna, and you've got a meal that feels like a victory over the chaos. Here's the shocker. A 2024 study found that canned veggies retain 80 to 95% of their nutrients compared to fresh, making them a legit lifeline when supply chains collapse, like they did 20% more often in 2025. They're your secret weapon against nutrient gaps that hit hard during those $180 billion disasters this year. Funny spin. They're like the veggies your mom nagged you about, but now they're saving your hide in the apocalypse. Talk about a glow up. Stock these in your prepper pantry for 2025's next SHTF moment. Got a favorite canned veggie hack? Drop it in the comments. Let's keep those survival tips flowing. Number 7. Honey. It's late summer 2025, and you're hunkered down after one of those brutal billion-dollar storms that keep piling up. 15 of them slammed the U.S. in just the first half of the year, racking up insane damages and leaving folks scrambling for basics. Power's out, food's running low, and you need something to sweeten the deal, literally. That's when honey steps up as your pantry's eternal MVP, a natural sweetener that's way more than just tasty. Honey's a powerhouse. It's packed with quick energy carbs from natural sugars, plus antioxidants to fight off stress in tough times. Drizzle it on oats or peanut butter for a morale-boosting snack, or stir it into tea if you've got hot water. No fridge needed. It stores at room temp forever. Yeah, forever. Here's the shocker. Archaeologists dug up 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs that was still perfectly edible, thanks to its low moisture and acidic pH that kills bacteria on contact. The USDA says pure honey doesn't spoil, though for peak flavor, use it within a year or two. But in a survival pinch, it's immortal. Beyond sweetening, honey's a healer. Recent 2025 studies highlight its antibacterial properties, perfect for treating wounds or sore throats when meds are scarce. It reduces inflammation, speeds up healing, and even helps with coughs better than some over-the-counter stuff. In disaster zones where infections spike, this golden goo could be a lifesaver. FEMA indirectly nods to it in kits for its versatility and long life. Mix it with canned fruits or use as a natural preservative. Boom! You're elevating bland meals to something bearable. Funny thing, honey's like that ancient wizard in your cupboard. Timeless, a bit magical, and always there to fix things when the world's gone haywire. With food shortages hitting harder this year, stock pure, raw honey now for your prepper pantry. It'll outlast us all. What's your wildest honey use? Oh, share in the comments. Let's buzz about survival tips. 8. Powdered milk, the calcium lifeline for crisis times. Hey friend, let's set the scene. It's 2025 and you're stuck in your house after another monster storm, one of those $15 billion disasters that ripped through the US this year, costing $180 billion and leaving grocery stores barren. The fridge is dead, fresh milk's a distant memory, and your kids are begging for something familiar. That's when powdered milk steps up like a quiet hero, delivering nutrition and normalcy when the world's gone wild. Powdered milk is a survival game changer. Just mix it with water and boom, you've got a calcium-packed drink or ingredient for recipes. 1 cup reconstituted gives you 300 milligrams of calcium, about 30% of your daily need, plus protein and vitamin D to keep bones strong and immune systems humming. It's FEMA-recommended for disaster kits because it's lightweight, stores for up to 2 years unopened, and doesn't need a fridge. Use it in oatmeal, cereal, or even to make sauces for canned veggies. Suddenly, your apocalypse meal feels like a cozy Sunday brunch. Here's the shocker. During 2025's supply chain breakdowns, which spiked food shortages by 20%, families without dairy alternatives faced calcium deficiencies in weeks, weakening bones and immunity. A 2024 study warned that kids in prolonged crises can develop rickets without enough calcium. Yep, that old-timey disease is still a risk. Powdered milk's fortified nutrients like vitamin A and D are a lifeline, especially for growing kids or adults dodging osteoporosis. It's not just for drinking, blended into soups or mashed canned potatoes for creamy comfort without fresh dairy. What makes it clutch? Versatility and shelf life. USDA notes it's a staple in global relief efforts, feeding millions during famines because it's easy to transport and store. In 2025's Midwest floods, families with powdered milk kept their kids nourished while others struggled. Pro tip, store it in a cool, dry place and check for vacuum-sealed cans to maximize freshness. If you're worried about taste, mix in a bit of honey from your stockpile for a kid-approved treat. Funny vibe. Powdered milk's like that nerdy cousin who shows up with a chemistry set. Sounds boring, but ends up saving the party with unexpected tricks. In a year where climate chaos is breaking records, this unsung hero keeps your family strong when dairy trucks stop rolling. Stock it now for your prepper pantry because 2025's next SHTF moment won't wait. Ever tried powdered milk in a survival recipe? Drop your hacks in the comments. Let's keep the survival squad growing. Number 9, pasta you're holed up at home after another billion-dollar storm, one of the 15 monsters that smashed the U.S. this year, racking up $180 billion in damages and leaving grocery shelves emptier than a ghost town. Your stomach's growling, the family's cranky, and you need a meal that feels like a warm hug, not just survival rations. That's where pasta steps in, the ultimate comfort carb that's cheap, versatile, and built for your 2025 prepper pantry. Pasta's a survival rock star for a reason. A single cup of cooked spaghetti delivers 220 calories and 8 grams of protein, fueling you through the toughest days. It's a FEMA go-to for disaster kits because it's lightweight, stores for 2-5 years in a cool, dry place, and cooks fast with just boiling water. No stove? Soak it in the cold water for a few hours and you've got a base for a no-cook salad. Pair it with canned tuna, veggies, or a dab of peanut butter for a meal that screams, "I'm still living my best life, apocalypse or not." Here's the jaw-dropping truth. In 2025's supply chain chaos, which spiked food shortages by 20%, pasta was a lifeline for millions, as USDA notes its role in global relief efforts for its calorie density and ease of prep. During the Midwest floods this year, families with pasta stockpiles stayed energized, while others faced hunger within days. A 2024 study even found that carb-rich diets with pasta can boost mental resilience under stress, helping you stay sharp when disaster strikes. That's right, pasta's not just filling your belly, it's keeping your head in the game. Why is it so perfect? Versatility. Spaghetti, macaroni, or penne, any shape works. Mix it with canned beans for a protein-carb combo, or toss with honey for a sweet twist if you're low on options. It's forgiving too, overcook it, and it's still edible. Plus, it's dirt cheap, you can stock a year's worth without breaking the bank. The CDC highlights pasta's role in emergency nutrition, noting its ability to prevent energy crashes in prolonged crises. With 2025's climate chaos driving a 30% surge in disaster-related food insecurity, pasta's your anchor for keeping hunger at bay. Funny spin, pasta's like that party animal friend who shows up with zero drama but makes everything better. Throw it in the pot, and suddenly you're hosting a survival feast. Pro tip, store it in airtight containers to dodge moisture, and grab whole grain versions for extra fiber if you want a health boost. In a year where storms are rewriting the rulebook, pasta's your ticket to comfort and calories. Stock up now because the next SHTF moment won't wait. What's your favorite pasta dish for an emergency? Drop it in the comments. Let's swap survival recipes and keep the prepper squad strong. As extreme weather becomes more frequent and costly in 2025, being prepared isn't optional. It's essential. Stocking just 9 key pantry staples can mean the difference between surviving and struggling when disaster strikes. From shelf-stable proteins to long-lasting grains and critical hydration supplies, these items build a foundation of resilience for you and your family. Don't wait until the storm is at your doorstep. Take action today. Audit your pantry, stock up on these 9 essentials, and make sure you have at least a 2-week supply. Share this video with loved ones because preparedness is a team effort. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications for more life-saving tips because when disaster hits, you'll want to be ready.